I'm proud to stand here today on behalf of the Board of Public Works along with our council members, and I'm especially honored to be joined by two champions of equity and infrastructure, Councilmember Heather Hutt and Councilmember Eunisses Hernandez. Thank you very much. As well as our community leader, Mr. Robert On. We're here to Thank you very much. We're here to highlight a major investment in the everyday experience of Angelenos who ride the bus, the Sidewalk and Transit Amenities Program, also known as STAP, led by the Department of Public Works Bureau of Street Services, also known as Streets LA. STAP's goal is to deliver shade, comfort, safety, and dignity to thousands of Angelenos who rely on public transit to go to school, to go to work, go to the doctor's office, and everywhere in between. Here's the reality. Too many of our bus stops in LA still have no seating, no shelter, and no protection from the sun, especially in a dense neighborhood like Koreatown, where walking and public transit are a way of life. And we're trying to change that with STAP. The program's goal is clear: making sure that 75% of bus riders in each council district have access to a stop with a transit shelter. And to meet that goal, and we're rolling out 3,000 new modern shelters throughout the city, accessible seating, and future amenities like Wi-Fi and phone charging stations as well. We know the need is urgent, and that is why we've already installed. This is our 150th STAP shelter, and we're picking up this pace. By the end of this year, we're ready to launch 250, and already more than 20,000 riders are benefiting these improvements, and that number is growing each and every single day. This is especially important in communities like Koreatown, one of the most transit-dependent and densely populated neighborhood in our city. I'll briefly speak in Korean. 인도 및 대중교통 프로그램 스텝 쉘터는 그늘, 안전, 편안함을 제공하여 기존 버스 쉘터와 키오스크를 업그레이드하는 프로그램입니다. 해당 프로그램의 첫 장소는 올림픽 웨스턴 한인회관 건너편이었고요. 그리고 오늘의 150번째 장소는 한인타운인 벌몬트와 그 올림픽 선상입니다. 그리고 앞으로 LA시에서는 3,000개의 목표로 달려가고 있습니다. 많은 참여 부탁드리겠습니다. So thank you very much for joining us. I have the pleasure of introducing our council member representing the 10th Council District and another big champion of Koreatown, Councilmember Heather Hutt.
Sorry. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the 10th. Welcome to Koreatown, our beloved neighborhood, and welcome to our Not Your Mother's bus stop, right? This is not what the bus stops looked like when I was in school and depended on them. But first I want to take a moment and thank my colleague on transportation, Councilmember Hernandez, Board of Public Works President Steve Kang, Streets LA Manager Keith Mose, Robert On from CAFLA. You know, as the chair of Transportation Committee, it's really important that we have equity in all our communities. And as a mother who really put her children on a bus stop and hoped and prayed that they would get from point A to point B, this is a new innovation that is going to make people more comfortable. It has lighting, it has Wi-Fi. I don't know if you had a chance to look at it, but it will tell you the weather now and the weather in 3 hours. If you've ever been on a bus stop and missed your bus, that surge of frustration is not knowing when the next one's going to arrive. But this tells you. It tells you when your next bus is coming. That's a sigh of relief when you are anxious about where you want to go. These new transit shelters will provide dedicated digital screens displaying real-time bus arrival information. They also offer emergency call features. And there's an outlet, so you can actually charge your phone if you need to. Those are comforts that you need when you're trying to traverse our city. But we've gone even further, and Steve just shared that with you. They also provide hydration stations, hand sanitizing dispensers, free Wi-Fi, cooling device options, as well as e-lockers and dedicated scooter and bike docks. This is the bus stop of the future. This is what Los Angeles should look like. And as number 150, I'm so glad it's right here in Koreatown. And it will be shared by constituents that are in CD10 and CD1. We call it 110, right? As a city, we understand how vital it is to get where you got to go. We got 4 million people in LA, and we're trying to be on wheels. Why not make it convenient? Why not make your bus stop somewhere safe? Lit? Did you guys see that it's well lit? Why not give you some comforts? So that's what STAP is doing, and we're really proud of what this means. I'm excited about the progress that we're making in the city. We are moving forward with our infrastructure projects. We are moving forward with our equity, and we are moving forward in our communities with the most need. And it's absolutely beautiful. Thank you, everyone. I'm glad that you're here to share this moment with us.
Thank you, Councilmember Hutt. And next, I have the honor of introducing our council member representing the 1st Council District, another big champion of equity and infrastructure. She also chairs the City Council Committee on Public Works. Please give a big round of applause.
Thank you. Hi, good morning, everyone. How you doing today? Great. No, we're opening the 150th STOP new bus shelter. How you doing today? That's right. We got to be excited. These are wins. This is something that the community, I know, is very excited about. I'm very excited about. Thank you for welcoming me to the 10th District, Councilwoman. Good morning, everyone. My name is Eunisses Hernandez. I represent the 1st District, which is just right across the street. I'm so proud to be here today to celebrating this powerful milestone, the 150th transit shelter installed under the STOP program. Now, this particular shelter sits just across the line in Council District 10, but the truth is that our communities are connected. We share buses, sidewalks, and the summer heat. And when there's no shade, we share the need for a shelter like the one we're unveiling today. I want to start by thanking folks who helped make today possible. Board of Public Works President Steve Kang, thank you for your leadership. Streets LA General Manager Keith Mose, your leadership is felt across the country and across the city. And thank you to Councilmember Heather Hutt for your partnership and again welcoming us here into Council District 10. As the chair of the Public Works Committee, I take this work personally. We're talking about improved infrastructure for transit-dependent riders, many essential workers in a neighborhood that's been overlooked for too long. The technology aspect of this investment is huge, but as summers get warmer, sometimes the most important thing is shade. A shelter to catch a bus and make our constituents' lives a little bit easier. Again, it's a pleasure to be able to join y'all today. Let's keep going until you reach shelter number 3,000. I got a list for you, so when you're ready, let's go. And thank you. And now I want to hand it over to Streets LA General Manager Keith Mose to join us. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Council Member. So next, I have the pleasure of introducing leader within the Koreatown community, Mr. Robert An. Robert is the president at the Korean American Federation of Los Angeles.
Good morning, everyone. It's with great pleasure that I'm here on behalf of the Korean American Federation of Los Angeles and the Korean American community. It is with great pleasure that we are here to recognize the initiative of the STAP program. And I want to also acknowledge and thank our elected officials that are here today, beginning with Councilmember Heather Hutt of the great 10th District, who's just been a phenomenal partner for us throughout the years. And we look forward to continued partnership on behalf of our neighborhoods. Councilmember Eunisses Hernandez of the 1st District. Let's give her a round of applause. And we were just talking about how we're going to get together and start forming more partnership opportunities between our two groups to make sure that we have a more vibrant, safe, and amazing Koreatown community. Koreatown community, I don't know how many of you know, but is one of the densest, if not the dense neighborhood in all of Los Angeles. They say second to Manhattan. Is it the first? The first. And so it's really important that we build up our infrastructure on behalf of public transportation, in particular structures that provide shade and safety. And I'm thinking also about the seniors, the many seniors that are in the area that rely on public transportation. And not to mention, by the way, we have a couple world-class events coming to our city. We have next year the World Cup, and in 2028, the Olympic Games are coming to Los Angeles. And so we're very excited about that, but we need to be ready as a city. We are a world-class city, but we must look like a world-class city and function as a world-class city. And with initiatives like today, we are making positive steps towards that direction. So I'm very honored and proud to be here today. Thank you all for your support.
All right, everybody. Thank you again. I especially also want to acknowledge my fellow commissioner, Vice President Jenny Chavez, who joined from the Board of Public Works, and our amazing crew at Streets LA for making everything happen. So here's the bigger picture. STAP is about reimagining the commute for everyday Angelenos. And thank you again for being here. We look forward to your partnership as we continue to march towards that 3,000 number, hopefully before 2030, but by 2030. And now, let's cut the tape.